Hello, everyone. This is Robert Landau, Live Life Well TV host, and this is another episode of a trivia program that we upload to Live Life Well TV on a weekly basis called True or False. And the proceedings here are as exactly as defined in the title of the show. All you got to do is sit back, relax, have fun, and guess if the following trivia happens to be, true or false. So are you ready? Here we go. True or false? The North Pole has no land. True or false? True. The North Pole instead happens to be a sheet of ice that floats on the top of the sea. Wow. True or false? Agatha Christie also wrote under the name Barbara Vine. True or false? Agatha Christie also wrote under the name Barbara Vine. What do you think? That actually is false. Ruth Tyndall wrote under the name Barbara Vine. So go figure. True or false? The children's novel, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, was written by James Bond creator Ian Fleming. Now that's an opposite of sorts. Talk about extreme polarities. True or false? The children's novel, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, was written by James Bond creator Ian Fleming. That happens to be true. Do you remember, I remember seeing the movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It must have been, what was it, maybe late 60s, early 70s type thing? Sally Ann Howes and Dick Van Dyke, if I'm not mistaken. And you know what? It was a fun movie musical, really fun, about, I think, a flying car of some sort. I can't remember. It sure wasn't yesterday, let me tell you. Anyway, next up, true or false? Bengal, Caspian, and Mali are species or subspecies of tiger. Again, Bengal, Caspian, and Mali are subspecies of tiger. True or false? What do you think? That's true. That's true. Next up, true or false? A decagon, D-E-C-A-G-O-N, a decagon has 20 sides. True or false? A decagon has 20 sides. What do you think? It's actually false, and here's why. A decagon has 10 sides. Decagon. True or false? James Dean starred in the films Rebel Without a Cause, Giant, and East of Eden. True or false? James Dean starred in the films Rebel Without a Cause, Giant, and East of Eden. True. You probably got that one. See if you get this one. The Canary Islands are named after the bird. True or false? The Canary Islands are named after the bird. That is false. I wouldn't have thought. Would you believe that the Canary Islands are actually named after dogs? Go figure. Must be that they're in a different time zone, I guess, huh? Next up, haiku, H-A-I-K-U. Haiku is a short form of Japanese poem. Haiku is a short form of Japanese poem. True or false? What do you think? It's true. It is true. True or false? A female swan is called a biro or biro. B-I-R-O. A female swan is called a biro. True or false? What do you think? False. A female swan is called a pen. A pen. Interesting stuff today, huh? Wow. Here we go with more. If that wasn't enough, how about this? True or false? Balloon, tulip, and flute are all types of drinking glasses. Balloon, tulip, and flute are all types of drinking glasses. And you would think I've had some drinks in each one of them by the way I'm doing this episode, don't you think? But you probably got the answer to that one. It happens to be true. True. There you go. How about this? True or false? 500 sheets of paper are called a ream. True or false? 500 sheets of paper are called a ream. That happens to be, let me hear ya. True. Good job. Next up is this. True or false? The Suez Canal connects the Red Sea with the Mediterranean. True or false? The Suez Canal connects the Red Sea with the Mediterranean. That is true. That is true. True or false? In the acronym CIA, the C stands for criminal. True or false? In the acronym CIA, the C stands for criminal. What do you think? Actually, that is false. You might already know that in the acronym CIA, the C happens to stand for Central Intelligence Agency. Next up is this, true or false? Architect Antoni Gaudi is mostly associated with Barcelona. True or false? Architect, world-renowned architect, very individual style. Antoni Gaudi is associated with Barcelona. And those of you who may have been to Barcelona and seen his incredible number of buildings, which look like no other buildings on the face of this earth, yes, those buildings of Gaudi's are in Barcelona, Spain. Next up is this. True or false? The Three Gorges Dam is located in the USA. True or false? The Three Gorges Dam is located in the USA. True or false? That happens to be false because the Three Gorges Dam is located in China. Next up, true or false, folks? The strawberry is the only fruit that has its seeds on the outside. The strawberry is the only fruit that has its seeds on the outside. That is true. Next up, the majority of African countries are south of the equator. Is that true or false? The majority of African countries are all south of the equator. Think about that carefully. It's actually false because the majority of African countries are north of the equator. Next up, Bogota is the capital of Colombia. True or false? That is true. See how you do on this next one. Hummingbirds are the only birds that can fly backwards. True or false? Hummingbirds are the only birds that can fly backwards. What do you think? That actually is true. And come to think of it, I think I have seen a hummingbird or two actually fly backwards. It's amazing. They're so quick. They're so graceful. They are so beautiful. I love hummingbirds. Do you? Next up is this. A funambulist, F-U-N-A-M-B-U-L-I-S-T, a funambulist is a stand-up comedian. True or false? A funambulist is a stand-up comedian. What do you think? Actually, that is false. A funambulist is a tightrope walker. Next up, true or false, bluefin, yellowfin, and shipjack are all types of tuna. True or false, bluefin, yellowfin, and shipjack happen to be all types of tuna. That is true. Next up, true or false, eyesight is checked using the Snellen chart. Eyesight is checked by using the Snellen chart, S-N-E-L-L-E-N, and that is true. True or false, someone suffering from epistaxis, E-P-I-S-T-A-X-I-S, someone suffering from epistaxis would have an ingrown toenail. True or false? I'm not going to read that again. That happens to be false, and here's why. Someone suffering from epistaxis would have a nosebleed. True or false, folks? The song White Christmas first appeared in the film Holiday Inn. True or false? The song White Christmas first appeared in the film Holiday Inn, and I'm sure many of you know that that happens to be true. Two more questions for this episode. Here is the second to last. True or false? An adult human normally has 28 teeth. An adult human normally has 28 teeth. True or false? That actually is false because an adult human normally has 32 teeth. And now, drum roll, please. The last and final question of this episode of True or False goes like this. True or false? Caviar is the roe of the salmon. Caviar is the roe, R-O-E, of the salmon. True or false? False, because caviar happens to be the roe of the sturgeon. So there, and so there for this episode of True or False. Did you have a good time? If you did, I want to hear ya. If you didn't, I don't want to hear you. Anyway, I had a great time. I want to thank you for being with me for this episode. Check out the other episodes of True or False on Live Life Well TV. And in case you didn't know, we also have another weekly trivia show here on Live Life Well TV called Did You Know? And we have How to Be Okay When Things Aren't. That's a motivational and inspirational show every week here on this channel. We also have a lecture series called America's Greatest Personalities, a different personality each and every week on this channel. And we're running a special now on the Titanic. So that's a standalone special. Check that out. And we also have 2 episodes of the trivia show, Did You Know, on Titanic trivia. An amazing subject that just never seems to get out of the world psyche, the world culture. And finally, we have a weekly episodic show here on this channel called Health and Wellness Tips. These are important episodes to help you feel better. So, thank you for tuning in this episode of True or False. We'll see you on future and past episodes of all of the shows for you on Live Life Well TV. This has been Robert Landau, Live Life Well TV host. Thanks for joining me.